Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a new Jump Force video. I did not post yesterday because I was working on the Renji guide that some of you have asked for. And don't worry, I'm going to get to all you guys' characters that you've been asking for. But Renji is kind of fun right now, so I'm excited to do him. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first up, I'm going to go through all of his abilities and how they connect with each light in his string and heavy and so on. So first off, we got Renji's first ability, Zabimaru. It connects with light 1, 2, 3, 4, not light 5. Connects with every single heavy. Connects with the first and second down tilt and the second up tilt and charged down tilt and charged up tilt. Now you can use this ability in the air, however I've only found one very good advanced use for this, which we'll get to later in the video. Next up we have Renji's second ability, Snake Fang Red Gun. This ability can connect after the first, second, third, fourth light, the first and second heavy, the first part to the down tilt, and the second part to the up tilt. Now if you want to connect this ability after the charged down tilt, you need to jump and then hit heavy and then use the ability. Same thing with the charged up tilt. For the next ability, one of my favorites, we have Renji's Baboon Bone Crusher. Now this ability connects after the first, second, third, and fourth light, the first, second, and third heavy, and it does not connect with any of the down tilts and only connects with the second up tilt. However, same thing with the charged down tilts and charged up tilts. You need to jump, land it heavy, and then use the ability. Now for Renji's ultimate Snake Fang Cannon, it actually connects with every single one of his lights, heavies, and down tilts. The only ability it does not connect with is his third up tilt. The first and second one are fine, including the charged down tilt and charged up tilt. Now because it connects with every single one, I'm not going to make you guys sit through watching every single one. It just does not connect with the third up tilt. Alright guys, basic things to know about Renji's first ability is that you can charge / hold it. I'm going to use the word charge, meaning that it can go past this first little slash and second little slash and go into this third slash. Now if you didn't know, Renji's first part of his thing can actually be connected from a light string, so if you use the first part of the ability, you can actually just keep connecting it with lights over and over again. However, I'd be very careful with this, especially using the second part of it, because if you use the second part, it might whiff, and if you push them too far away, it might whiff. Usually this happens against the walls, even like if they're this close to you, and you use the second part, sometimes they might be too far away from you, so just be careful and gauge pretty much how close you are to the opponent and when you can land those lights. This is just pretty much good if you want to jump and use it in the air and you hit them and you want to continue your light string instead of just going for the very, very small damage these three slashes put you through. Now guys, if your opponent is guarding and you use this ability and they're still guarding, I highly recommend going through with the third charge, only because on the third charge it actually does a second hit coming on the way back. Most people try and punish you when they see that third slash come down, like right here, they try and punish, and then they get hit right there. It doesn't really give you any advantage, it just basically stops you from being punished. Another thing to note is that you can land ultimate even after Zabimaru here. You can go with the first one or the second one, does not matter. The first one just feels like it's going to land a little more, so if you're scared, just do the first one. But the good thing is you need to know if you ever land Zabimaru, you can land ultimate after it. Now basic things on his second ability is that you can charge it also just like the first. However, charging it just does more damage if you're short on time and you need to win immediately, just let go of the ability. If you're landing it, it will go into this cutscene earlier. And be careful also, right there, technically this ability is you're doing damage to yourself even though you're really not. So afterwards, if you try and chase or do something, you might accidentally dodge out of this and waste all your meter. Now I did say this ability does connect after the second light, and it does, but if you fully charge this on the second light, it will not connect. I have no idea why, it just doesn't, they get out of it. So if you're planning to use this on the second light, please don't. Just go ahead and use it on the first. Every other ability, or every other string I said it connects with, if you charge it, it should work. The second one is only an exception, and I don't know the reason why. Now, basic things about his third ability, this can also be charged, and it is a huge hyper armor win. I've taken things like Piccolo assist, Goku assist to the face while just standing in this position, and it can hit 2 people at once. So if they do use an assist and they're trying to attack you right here, hitting both of them will give you major damage. Now you can stay in this position for a very long time, but not forever. It will kick you out of it eventually, and you can get grabbed out of it, so be careful if you just think you're going to take all the damage in the world and you're super safe after this. You are not. Now also, you can land heavies after this ability, however it's very inconsistent, and I found that you can really only do it after you press heavies when the bamboo arm leaves. So if you are going to try and do this, my recommendation is to press heavies now, but kind of right after that first arm swings. And it's very hard to land it after that second one. If they're near a wall, it's probably the easiest to land it because, you know, that makes more sense. Even right there, I missed it. Right here, I should land it. Yep, because I'm near a wall. So my recommendation is if you are planning on doing that, only do it if you're near a wall. It can catch some people off guard, and it does do really good damage. Even there, I missed it. Very inconsistent, but I might have pressed it at the wrong time. But guys, just good to know if you want to go for that really cheeky play that might get you the win. Now for his grab strings, literally the only time to grab, in my opinion, is on the second light. So if you're playing against a Renji player and they don't grab on the second light, most likely they're not going to go for a grab. On the third light, it does a grab reset. This is because Renji's sword is just, it's still hitting them by the time you grab them. So it's like having an assist out when you're trying to grab. You know, because it's doing damage, it won't let you grab. So, I mean, you can do it after the first one, but look how slow it is. You know, I don't recommend doing it. By then, they probably reacted and did something. So, second light is your way to go. I guess you can fake people out with the third light if you wanted to grab and then try and get them to move or do something. They might react or be frazzled, who knows. But point is, go for the second light. If you are trying to stage transition, the only time to do it is on the second, third, and fourth light. Now guys, we're going to move into more of the advanced stuff with Renji, and first off, we're going to start with his Banish String. His Banish String is very, very good, and if you don't know what a Banish String is, it's pretty much the name I've given to pretty much doing this, where you do 3 heavies basically and vanish at the end and dash after them. You see a lot of Ichigo players doing this, and in their experience it keeps them in the air and they can use abilities right after. However, Renji's does a little, you know, it's a little different. Pretty much he keeps them on the ground, which leaves them open for potentially a lot of mix-ups. Pretty much more resets than Ichigo players. Ichigo players, it's confirmed. With Renji, it's more a gamble. However, you can do a lot of things. As you can see, I'm doing 3 heavies, dashing up to them. I can use an ability. I can grab right after. Pretty much whatever I want to do. I can even charge a guard break if I want to. It all depends on how your opponent reacts. Pretty much, Renji is putting constant pressure on the opponent, and it is very annoying to be the Goku right now because you have no idea what's coming. Now continuing with the Banishes, like I said before, when you can only grab after the second light of Renji's light string, this is kind of a trade-off, because if you're gonna vanish, his second light is actually really good, because if you vanish on the second light, that was on the second light, on the second light, you can constantly keep pressure, and it is very annoying for your opponent. I swear this takes stamina, but I guess it's not in training right now, so be careful, it should take stamina. But basically, the only way this guy can get out of this little, you know, pressure pyramid here is basically by backstepping right when I vanish. But if he backsteps all we need to do is just dash after him. So boom, boom, and dash. If he doesn't, we can just go boom, boom, and grab. Pretty much, Renji is a mix-up god, and the pressure is just unbelievable so far. Now, another thing I love to use as Renji is, you all know that this is my favorite ability on him. Pretty much, I like to do the 5 lights, and it looks like I'm going super slow, and then I call this out. Your 5th light is very punishable, and most people know this if you're playing against a Renji. However, if you delay the bamboo arm, they will start attacking you, and pretty much because this has super hyper armor, they might even call an assistant, and you can get some really nice damage if you catch him with the bamboo arm. Alright guys, another thing about Renji's bamboo arm is it does go through counters. It goes through Goku counters, and I'm about to test if it goes through every single other counter, so let's find out. So guys, it looks like it goes through all counters, and just to be safe, I wanted to see what happens when 2 Renjis use bamboo arm at the same exact time. Fair enough, it looks like they both hit each other. I mean, that's pretty much what I expected. I didn't think anything was going to be canceled, but there you go. Now, instead of at the same time, let's see if one Renji can block the other bamboo arm with his hyper armor and then strike back. Looks like it is a no-go. Bamboo arm is probably one of the strongest abilities in the game. Literal strongest, can go through anything. So, there you guys go. Renji, really good. Alright guys, remember when I said you could use Zabimaru for some very advanced techniques? Well, I'm just going to show you, well, they're not super advanced, but I'm going to show you what you can do. First one, if you jump and you hitting them, use it once or twice, and then just follow up with heavies, and you can go into a combo. So pretty much, if you're coming from the air and you hit them, go ahead and use this ability, and then you can get a good full combo in. So most likely what's going to happen, you're dashing from the air, and then you're hitting them, boom, and you can do heavies, and pretty much that. The other thing you can do is, depending on the map, and I'm not going to do this for you, please go to yourself. I've already spent a lot of time on this video, I'm getting a little tired. Depending on the map, you can use Zabimaru in the air and come down really fast, awaken, while he's coming down, hit him, and you can ult. Now, I tried to call Rukia there. For some reason, Rukia does not come out. So I just suggest, just having the time to awaken and then bamboo arm, and they can't do anything about it. And it's an easy 50% right there that you can do. Remember, it's only on maps that really put their character really high in the air, and use Zabimaru to instantly go all the way down. You can also do things like as they're coming down, if you don't have awakening, you can just style on them like this, catch them right there. Do whatever pretty much you want. However, you're gonna have to explore the different stages. Not a lot of stages have this kind of stage transition where they go so high up, but you can still use Zabimaru like this. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for advanced-wise stuff, because his abilities are kind of just really basic, really hyper armor attack, just kind of an AoE, kind of defensive shield, and just a really long-range thing that can only do so much. So guys, we're just going to show you some good combos that you should use as Renji, and I'll show you what's going to happen after that. Now guys, if you're really feeling risky and you love playing dangerously, I'd do the 3 heavies into bamboo arm, go in for those 3 extra heavies into another bamboo arm, and then just ulting. Of course, your opponent probably has time to escape or use an assist out of this, so probably not gonna land it, but hey, good 90% damage if you ever can. Very hard to land though, don't recommend doing it. The simpler version, and something you're probably going to see, is just like, you get 2 lights off, going into the 3 heavies, call on Rukia, bamboo arm, Rukia is going to catch him, you can use bamboo arm again, and ult. This is something I just do every time. It's the safest combo, and it's the most rewarding combo. Obviously not 90%, but a good 75 right there. Now guys, if you really want to truly be fancy, this is what I do. 2 lights into 3 heavies into Rukia and bamboo arm. Rukia is going to catch, and some of you might have already seen what I do in my best Renji combo here. You're gonna hold guard and dodge, and right when you see him dodge, you're gonna ult. Now this doesn't actually work in online play. I've landed it once in online, excuse me. However, I've landed it once out of 20 times. So don't recommend doing this. As you can see, it's pretty much the same damage. However, it feels a lot cooler when you do it and you're styling on your opponent. So if you ever land it, please send me a link to the video because I would gladly watch that thousands of times. So only do that if you truly feel like you want to style on someone. Now Renji does have a team awakening if you want an instant transmission or just hold light and hit him. However, I've tried every single assist in the book minus Toshiro and Madara because they are not out as of this video is making. However, I'm pretty sure they couldn't do it either. Rukia's not going to be able to catch him right there. He lands too far, and I'm pretty sure he has invincibility frames as he's falling. Still good little 40% right there, especially if you just need to end someone quickly. Always just have to full light and you can get him right here. Of course, if you want to, you can just go boom, boom, like this or something. You know, do whatever you need to Team Awakening. I'm just a huge fan of the holding the light and instant transmission because it catches people off guard all the time. Alright guys, that's actually going to be it for the guide. Now I know there's a lot of the video left and I'll explain what that is in a moment. But this guide is kind of short. I guess it's shorter than Vegeta only because Renji isn't as technical as a character as Vegeta. Vegeta can do a lot of stuff with his abilities while Renji is, like I said earlier, just kind of basic. But he's still a really great and fun character, so I recommend trying to pick him up in ranked or quick play or just having fun. I think he's really great. Before, I didn't think he was that great. When they added him, I'm kind of like, this guy's not that great, but taking the time to know him, he's really fun. So guys, definitely try him out. So the rest of the video you do not have to watch. It's literally just me. I compiled every single ability against Renji's Banboon arm, and this video is made after the DLC launch of Toshiro and Madara. So this guide might feel a little unstructured and it might feel a little lazy, and that's only because it was a little awkward. I spent 2 days on it, then DLC came out and I had to focus on that, and I came back to it and everything was just a little funky. So guys, I'm sorry if it felt like that, but guys, the rest of the video is just all that. You don't have to watch it. If you want to, that'd be awesome. Get that watch time up. But this is pretty much the end, so hey, thank you so much for watching, and if you have anyone you want me to do a guide on, I will try my best to make it better than this one. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you later.
竜の息吹。行くぞ。くらえ。今だ。豪華級のアマテラスかぐつ受けよ。神羅転生砕けよこの夜ごと友殺しの骸骨。逃げ場はない。竜砂漠砂漠級。これで決めるぞ。大切カムイ手裏剣。これでどうだ。決め螺旋丸。見てろよ。カズチ俺3面ペガサス流星剣。ペガサス水星剣。くらえ俺の最後の技を。ペガサスノーリンゲクラッシュ。ドラゴン最大の奥義ノーザ優勝。切り裂くエクスカリバー。荒っぽいのは得意でね。暗いな。ワンノブタウザンドだ。何が何でも生き延びる。天に送ってやる。天下カッサ精鋭行よそ見してると決断切り裂け。ザビバレ食らっとけ。波動の63来航。君ごときに栄唱は不要だろう。絶望するがいい。波動の90黒棺。染めの舞つけしろ。次の舞白蓮。じゃんけんグー。じゃんけんチンケンよけてみな。なるかみ。あんたさ好きだろ。ラウジングチェンその力見せてあげる。カードゲームコース暗いな。オラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラてめえスタープラッシュだ。スターフィンガーことになる。完全なるとどめをチェックメイトだ。味わわせてもらうぞ。いただくとするか。まあまあだな。レイガンぶっ飛べ霊光弾。なめてんじゃねえぞおい。こいつは引くぜ。オラオラオラオラオラ強くいくぞ。今天かけ竜のひらめき。僕のくらえ。危険くれんかいな。燃やしてやら。無限 人先空こんなものブラックマジシャンブラックマジブラックマジシャンガールブラックバーニングドロー粉砕するぜ挽回ドロー光のご風景くらえデトロイトスマッシュデラウェアスマッシュマンチェスタースマッシュお前の負けだぞこれでどうだ負けるわけにはいかとどめだブラックハリケーンアバンストラアロー受けてみろアバンストラ今だ全開ドラゴニックオーラブルーアイズ滅びろバーストストリーム吹き飛ばせブルーアイズアルティネットドラゴンアルティネットバースト俺のターン吹き飛ばせ来い死のデッキ破壊ターン闇の呪縛
むちゃくちゃにしてやりたい気分。
こう
かかってきなさい。
行くぞデトロイトシェンマ突っ込むぞ大きなほらくしょどこにいなってごっこんほい邪魔だよ痛いAP ショットオートカノンてめえターボスタングレネードぶっ殺派手に飛べ食らいやがる捕らえろ幻聴すらろはあ罠なら仕掛けたぜ六位強血時カトン遊園放火の術サム来るがいい灰になるイグニッションバレット灰になるイグニバニストブレイカーこれならどうかしら消えてふぅ嵐よ渦巻け素敵でしょプレゼントよ滅びを与える消えろ無駄だ我が力を見よこれが罰だ